The TFSA, or the tax-free savings account, is the tool that you can use to better your investments and better your tax implications when making a return on your investment, whether that is dividends, interest, capital gains. Whenever you hear tax-free, you already know that's a good thing and that you want to use this account or use the savings account to your benefit. Whenever you make a contribution in your TFSA, any growth in that TFSA will be tax-free. This would be the best thing if you could just put in any amount, but you have a limited contribution room that grows every single year after you turn 18. And this room is determined by the government, so it always goes up. It depends on the year. Sometime in the past it was 5,000, now it's around 7,000. And each year it goes up, the contribution room. Even if you don't use it, you can carry it forward and then contribute all at once. Now, general thing that many people get confused is they think that once you withdraw from the TFSA, that room is permanently gone. No, you can actually put that money back in, but you have to wait a year. The following year, you can put that money back in and recontribute to your TFSA, so it's not gone forever. Now, that's a really good tool for you to use because you don't have to really think about, oh, should I withdraw, should I not? Because you can always put it back. Over contributions hurt. They don't want you over contributing more than the room. You get a 1% penalty per month on the excess amount. So don't over contribute. That'll only hurt you in the long run. 1% per month on a very long time, depending on when you find it, that can really add up quickly. You want to make sure you go into your TFSA account online, your CRA online account, and find what is your TFSA contribution room. You can also find that on your notice of assessment. When we're looking at what you can hold, many of you are probably thinking like I did before I knew what a TFSA was. Let's do risky trades like options. Let's try to become a millionaire, make millions or nothing. Nope, you can't do that. Only a couple things are allowed. You can own stocks, GICs, ETFs, bonds. Generally, these investments will not get you a quick return, make you a millionaire overnight if you get the right one. There are some things that you have to know whether you can or cannot invest. If we're looking at TFSA and RRSP, they're two different things. When you go into an RRSP and you contribute, you get a tax deduction. If you're a high tax earner, you're paying 40-50%. That's a big tax savings. If you're a low tax earner, you will rather put it into a TFSA. You get no deduction, but then when you withdraw, it's tax-free. So it depends on your age, your tax amount, your wealth, etc. Long-term growth. You want to have the power of compounding and let it do its work. You want to put long-term growth into a TFSA. So some common mistakes here. People day trade. Don't do that. If you day trade in your TFSA, it's going to stop being a TFSA. That is a big mistake. Holding non-qualified investments. Again, we talked about that. Make sure you know what qualifies, what doesn't. Over contributing and assuming room comes back immediately. Yeah, if it was that easy, everyone would do it. Everyone would become a millionaire. The TFSA would cease to exist. It's a very good thing, but it won't make you a millionaire overnight. Who should use a TFSA? It just depends on your situation. A lot of students use TFSAs, families, retirees, workers. I mean, in general, I would say it just depends on your income. If you're starting off working, I would say use a TFSA over RRSP, but everyone's different. So you do have to take a look into everyone's personal situation and financial situation. Use an accountant if you want to take a better look into it. These are the smart TFSA habits. So one of the smart things you can do is make sure you track your room, you invest regularly, you don't over contribute, and you think long term. Invest wisely, use safe investments. Don't put it into penny stocks or some risky stocks. Use a ETF like the S&P 500, Vanguard, whatever you use. Be smart about it in your TFSA. If you do need help with any of your accounting or tax work done in Canada, visit www.ygadvisory.ca. You can find the link in the description below. We want to see if we can help you. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more practical Canadian tax guidance videos. Remember though, this is general information, not personalized tax advice.